Hi everyone, just thought I'd do a quick video about frozen shoulder adhesive capsulitis. Now I'm not going to talk to you too much about this because if you are here, I'm hoping that you've got an actual diagnosis. Just a quick thing about it though is often frozen shoulder can be secondary to other shoulder problems. So it is really, really important that you get the right diagnosis from the right person, so either a GP or a physiotherapist. So assuming that you've got frozen shoulder, and that your mobility is really poor. So say for example, we're talking about my right shoulder. It's quite a good idea to try and work through it passively. And what that means is we're trying to move that shoulder without that shoulder having to engage any muscles. And how we do that is we use an implement. So what we are going to use here is a golf club. I see a lot of golfers in here, so I have this handy. You could use a walking stick. Or a broom handle. Doesn't have to have weight on one end, but if it does have a little bit of weight on one end, you're going to put that weighted end in the good arm. Yeah, so the not so good arm is in this instance going to be my right arm. So the first thing that I will be doing is very, very gently making sure that you're standing up nice and tall and straight, having a little softness in the knees, tucking the pelvis under slightly, dropping the shoulder blades down and back. And you've just got loose grip on this golf club or whatever it is you have. You've got a tiny little bit of bend in the elbow, and then all you're going to do is you're going to take the good one and you're going to push the not so good one out to one side. Yeah, so what you're trying to do is you're trying to go as far as you can within pain levels really. So if say for example 0 is no pain and 10 is the most that you can imagine, I don't really want you knocking a door at any further than a 4 really. So if you get to there and it's about a 3, go a little bit further. So uncomfortable is okay, but painful is not good. So the idea is that over time we'll get a little bit further and further still. Yeah, so this hand is just here, it's not really doing anything, and it's this one that is doing all of the movement, and that's going to be the same in all of these exercises that we go through. Second one, you can do this in any order by the way. Second one is where you're just going to come up in front, and again as far as you can, that's comfortable, dropping the shoulder blades down and back, softening through the knees, and then just taking it up. If you can get high, great, but you probably won't be able to if it's frozen shoulder. So that's the second one. So you're just coming up nice and gently. Again, you're taking all of the weight in the left, and this one is just fairly passive. And then the third one is where you're going to take this behind your back. So you often find with frozen shoulder that movement, internal rotation, is the one that tends to go quickest, and the one that you tend to notice, especially if you're a woman trying to like do your bra up, not great. That's usually when you start to realise actually that doesn't feel great. So we're going to catch whatever we've got behind. Yeah, so it's just behind us. Again, weighted end on the good side, dropping the shoulder blades down and back, softening through the knees, and then we're going to gently take it back. Yeah, so we're just going to gently take the arms back, not pushing in any sort of pain at all, just nice and gently. You can also push out that way as well, yeah, and you can even pull in this way too, so that you're trying to get full range. So you're pushing it out and then you're pulling it in a little bit as well. So you're doing a little bit of passive internal rotation as well, so nice and gently. So they are the best ones for rotator cuff in my opinion. Another one, rotator cuff, sorry, frozen shoulder, do apologise. Another one that I really like as well is just to try and gauge how your range is doing. Standing in front of a mirror, fists down your side, taking your good arm, going as far up as you can, making sure that this isn't happening or that isn't happening. You know, you want to be nice and straight, all of the movement is coming from the shoulder, in a fist the whole time. And then you're going to do the same with the not so good side, and you're going to see how far you can get. So it might be that you can only get to there, might be that you can only get to there. But by looking at yourself in the mirror, the brain kind of looks and tricks itself and works out what's going on, and it will automatically try and make your affected side like your unaffected side. So you maybe want to do 3 or 4 of those. You want to try and get as far up as you can in terms of next to the head. And that's a really nice one as well. Like I say, for frozen shoulder you might only get to about there, and that's absolutely fine. The other one, which is a really, really common one and a bit of a boring one, is where you are walking your fingers up the wall. So you're literally, there's my little girl, so you're literally going to get your fingers on the wall, get as close as you can, not too close to the point where you've got your elbows really bent, so you just want a softness in the elbows, and then you'll just walking the fingers up the wall. I find that rather tame if I'm honest, and I think it's better to actually do that motion, which is this motion, with the golf club or whatever else that you've found that is this kind of shape. So anyhow, hope that helps. Remember, don't push into pain, otherwise you're normalising pain in the brain. So get to about a 4 in the pain level, and that's like as far as you want to go. But do it regularly, often. So maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 of each, a couple of times a day would be ideal. Ideally in front of the mirror so you can actually see what your technique's like and making sure that things aren't going all squiffy. But I hope that helps, and if you've got any comments or you'd like me to do a video on anything else, please let me know.